Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Elf Zombie Yaserarenai, or Plus Sized Elf Chapter 40. This continues to be one of my favorite mangas, so I'm really excited to read. Just forgive me if I'm a bit sick, so I feel a bit out of it. I feel all hot and sweaty, I feel like my voice is not what it should be, so just forgive me for any of that, but I'm excited to read. This one is titled Appointment 40 Snooze Mode. Alright? And it says Elf Zombie Yaserarenai, but isn't that a good thing? It says referring to the title. I'm not 100% sure what that means. So, Elf can't get on a diet, but isn't that a good thing? Because, I mean, she's cute, I guess is maybe what that means. Alright. Why are they so close? It looks like Erefuda and Kuroeda. That doesn't look like Naue usually does, though. Who is that? What's going on? Alright. Synecdoche's brand new dreamy manga, a new sensation, the lovey-dovey chubby comedy begins. A new series, Calorie Lovers. And we have all the characters, but they're in school uniforms. Oh, that's adorable. So this looks like it might be just an alternate universe. But it also looks like... Oh no, that's Satoru. Okay. So I guess this is the alternate universe now, eh? Alright. We have Erefuda L, Naue Tomoatsu, and Kuroeda Chloe. Alright? Come on, don't scare me like that first thing in the morning. You're lucky you have us to rely on. You've been helpless ever since your mother went on her business trip. But did you have to crawl into my futon? You'd never get out of bed in the morning if we didn't. Check the credits for notes about the new names. Okay. I mean, like, an easy one is characters with dark skin in manga and anime are often named Chloe a lot because it's sort of a pun with Kuroi. It's a pain to go to your apartment to wake you up. It'd be much easier if we just slept together. Why are you still acting all shy around us? How many years has it been? That's right, we've been friends since we were kids. That's why it's embarrassing. Wait, since we were kids? Yeah, about that. Nothing, it just felt wrong for some reason. Oh, maybe it's a new character, like infecting their dreams or putting them into a dream world or something, and that's why they're having sort of this vision of them all being humans and everything because they don't have the pointy ears or anything. Also, their designs are different. They look, pun intended, I suppose, extra thick. And Naue definitely looks way different in this dream. Naue almost looks like a male Satoru. Alright. That's why it's embarrassing. Wait, since we were kids? Yeah, what about it? Nothing. It just felt wrong for some reason. And they look at each other. Morning. Mero merori. Kusahana dahana. Oku iberico. And honera kotsue. Alright. So some of these are kind of easy. Doesn't kotsu have something to do with bone? Or maybe... Yeah, I think it does, and then Mero Merori is obvious, and Hana is obvious. Raika Laika, Satoru Pure or Pure, Hitome Ai, and of course I being a play on the English word I, and Gonda Dorako, because Dora would be the first two syllables in Dragon, and then Ko is just common for the end of a name. It's funny. Medesa Menko. Okay, so they actually gave them different, like, are they still siblings then? They gave them different names. Medesa Menko. And again, the men probably coming from ramen. Suteno Kyoko and Yurei Hiromi. Looks like all your childhood friends are here. So again, he's having a dream that they're all childhood friends then. So again, I think it might be some sort of dream creature or something. And there's also... It looks like there's another random character in the back I don't recognize. So that might be them. Because again, you see the whole cast is there, and I love how Raika has the puppy with her and everything. But then in the very back, there's this other girl behind Hitome and Gonda. Childhood friends. Were there this many? Hey, aren't you two getting an unfair advantage here? Gah. I knew it. Don't gah me. You're already staying with Tomokun. Just make this a dating sim. You're already staying with Tomokun? We're supposed to decide the turn order today. You can see her butt. And of course, because of the way Gonda's being held. You live in the same apartment building. It's not fair. And they all start arguing. Say, how about we let them fight and go off on our own? Tomokun, want some of my ramen? Here, I'll feed it to you. I'll have to pass. And then we see squeezing his hand, holding his arm up towards her boobs. Stop right there, you delinquents. Oh, look at that. They finally noticed. And they all get angry. Here they come. Run. Get back here, damn it. Jeez, you really have to be on... I wonder if the teacher is going to be, Oeda. You really have to be on guard around those girls. Our best chance to charm him is on the walk to school, but that's rich coming from you, El. What? Hara, Laika-chan is right. You're the ones breaking the rules in the first place. We all get equal time with Tomokun. That's the rules. Why are they all hanging around my desk? And Gonda's just collapsed over his knees. Why are you all standing around? The teacher's going to be here any second now. And we have class president. Of course, that makes sense for Kuroeda. You're also bothering Tomokun. Okay. Thanks. No problem. Just doing my job. Adorable. Okay, she is the teacher. Hello, everyone. Oeda Hyoka. And I love that we're seeing if they had two names, like what their sort of Japanese school names would be. Good morning, Oeda-sensei. Morning, Tomokun. Good morning. It's time to start homeroom. Just the two of us. Hey, Auntie, you pervert. You're a teacher. What are you thinking? I have the right to tutor him one-on-one when he can't make it to school, but we're not allowed to be alone with him. Not allowed. Calm down, everyone. Yeah, you tell her. Quiet down, and they're all booing. Stop fighting. We have to prepare for first period. But while we're on the subject, why does everyone want to be alone with me? And we have facial expression shots of all of them. Okay. That new girl isn't here in the facial expression shots, though. I love, again, just how different all their faces are drawn. Synecdoche is so good. I really love it. Just, again, their different eye shapes and general face shapes overall. I love it. Tomokun, what's going on? You know why. I wasn't wrong earlier, was I? I don't want to scroll up right now. I can scroll up later. That character's hair was different. That wasn't Oku. That was a new character, right? You know why. We're all madly in love with you. What? What's with that reaction? You've been acting funny today. Don't tell me you forgot our promise. Promise? The promise you made when we were kids. The girl whose fat you loved the most. You're going to marry. What? Did I really? What? Don't play dumb with me, Chubby Chaser. Tomokun, don't tell me you're playing dumb just because it's too much trouble to make a decision. I see. That's it. We need an answer right now. Hold up. And we have kicking through Oga holding baby Kobo is I think her name now, but I feel like her name has changed so much. Tomokun is going to marry Mama. And we have Kobo Kirara, and Oga Mami. Mother? Back in the day, he proposed to me while holding a flower. A parent can't marry their child. Oh, so she's supposed to be his actual mom then. And what about your business trip? And why did you break in through the window? Huh? Oh yeah, we have to get out of here right now. Get out? What do you mean? While you've been off in this rom-com world, something terrible has happened. What? What the hell are they doing? They're eating each other, and now it's turning into a zombie world? Isn't that hot new diet supplement everyone's talking about? If you take it and lose weight. You turn into a zombie. Synecdosha's new zombie panic horror series. They're trapped in a nightmare. Can they make their escape? Another new series, Calorie of the Dead. Alright, hold on, cut. Pobe-chan, stop. Okay, so they're one of the taper Dream Eater things. Pobe-chan, stop. Pobe. Don't turn this dream into a nightmare. I've been waiting. I forget what they're called, but they're like the taper Dream Eater things that they have in Japan. I mean, not like really. That made it sound like they're a real thing that exists, but like in Japanese folklore. Don't turn this dream into a nightmare. I've been waiting forever to savor a dream this good. You sure do love nightmares, don't you? But, do you hear me, Pobe-chan? This is not the time for those nightmares you love so much. There are hardly any of the purely enjoyable dreams that One-san likes. That's why we're here. See credits for more details. Lately, I've gotten tired of the dreams this world has to offer, but not this human here. Since he has many friends from our world, his dreams are a peculiar blend of this world and ours, a one-of-a-kind taste. So he was having the rom-com dream himself. Do you understand, Pobe-chan? Pobe? Ah, you know how much you mean to me. Hey, so that's what's wrong with the human, and we have Satoru. It's all your doing, Oneiros. Your dreams have been draining all his desire. Look, Pobe-chan, it's a satyr. Pobe? I found that human first. He's my prey. Go find someone else. No way. We're going to keep eating. I love that we're getting a new character like this, and the chapter was really great so far anyway. Oh, it's on now. We have the go 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 sound effect. And then the magic happens. And it's interesting because Satoru seems like a goat girl, whereas Oneiros, this new character, is kind of like a sheep girl, but I guess also kind of like this taper creature. You're too late. While you were busy feeding, I deployed my spell. It's been sitting there the whole time. Uh-oh. Go. Shockwave. Pobe-chan, it's up to you. Pobe! And it just knocks. It looks... Wait, is that just it jumping away from the explosion? And it rams Satoru's boob. Oof. Pobe, counter nightmare. And she sees stupid, sexy Naue. Kya! And then now we see Erefuda. And we see the collapsed and defeated Oneiros and Satoru. Escaping from the Oneiros' dream. Appointment 40. Snooze mode. What's going on? That's great. Let's look at the translator notes for this one, though. This chapter wasn't posted on the usual Comic Gum page for Elfson, but instead posted on Wanibook's news blog in a new reader. This is also the reason for the lower page quality. We'll assume it was to maintain kayfabe for the new series gag. There's no telling if they're switching to this format in the future. For this chapter, the new first names chosen for all the girls are spelled mostly or entirely in katakana. Some of the puns are obvious, but some others are lost in translation. Erufuda El, spelled Eru, like her name. Kuroeda Chloe, spelled Kuroi, like her name. Mero Merori, her siren powers and love for singing. Hana is obviously flower. Oku Iberico, and in Japanese, Iberico Buta is black Iberian pig, breed used for world-class pork. Didn't know that one. Honeda Kotsue, a callback to some of her bone puns. Kotsu is knack or know-how and uses the same kane as hone, or bone. Raika Laika, of course, Laika's the Soviet space dog. And of course it's probably also more of a play on, it's the same thing but just with the different R and L, and it's all a play on lycanthropy or lycanthrope. Satoru Pure, or pure, I guess it is just pure, her iconic maiden-like purity. Hitame Ai is just obviously I. Gonda Dorako is Dora as in dragon. Medesa Menko, men as in ramen. I said most of these. Sute no Kyoko, possibly Kyoko is in strength or firmness. I feel like Hiromi and Kyoko are just common Japanese female names, though, for Kyoko and Hiromi. Possibly Hiro is in Hiroi, or lesser rank, because she's the younger sister. I think that Kyoko and Hiromi might just be because they're generic Japanese female names. since it is just this generic school setting was the joke. Oeda Hyoka, possibly Hyoka as in fierceness or daring. Kobo Kira, or Kirara, Kira as in Kira Kira or shiny or sparkly because she's greedy. And Oga Mami because mommy. Page 23, the Oneiros refers to herself as One-san, but with Furigana, I could have just used but I figured it was worth mentioning just in case it's followed up in future chapters. It could be a part of her running gag, her relation to Pobe-chan, etc. Because she could be just calling herself One-san because she's an Oneiros, but also a gag on One-san like an older sister. Or her name could just be One. The Oneiroi are the ancient Greek personification of dreams. Alright, and the thing in the title means to fall back asleep after waking up in the morning like the snooze on an alarm clock. Alright, I loved this. Like I say often, this is the best chapter, but this was such a good chapter because the stuff with the dream gags was so good, and it was different. It was a breath of fresh air, a fresher breath of air, and it led to us having a new character who I want to see more. I want to learn more about this character. I like her design. I want to see more of her and what her gags could be. Since we just barely got introduced, I love it. And I also love that Synecdoche with this series has so many really cool chapters that are out of the ordinary. This one, again, it wasn't posted in the normal place. It was posted somewhere else, continuing on the joke of it being a new series. So that was really cool, and it reminds me of the one chapter where it was just, I think, Erufuda and Raika running around, and that was like all the chapter. There was no dialogue in the entire chapter, I think. So there's been so many really creative Elfson chapters. I just love the series. It's constantly funny. The characters are really cute. And the stories they tell with it are really creative. It's a really good slice of life comedy. With the ecchi in there obviously as well, sometimes more than others. Like there was ecchi in this chapter, like there is in basically every chapter, but it wasn't really heavy this chapter. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. I absolutely loved this. Like if you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this chapter and my thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more Elfson, much more on the channel. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. If you want to help support the channel on Patreon to help me continue making these videos and much more, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.